Hello everyone, I am Manoranjan H, Assistant Professor of Commerce, Government First Grade College, Bagepalli. Today we are going to discuss about strategic HRM prescribed by Bangalore North University for 5th semester BBA. In the previous video, we discussed on different objectives and essential elements of strategic HRM, followed by what are the various differences between strategic human resource management and the old traditional human resource management. Today, we discuss on the evolution of strategic human resource management, which is a first unit for BBA 5th semester. So at the end of the video, you will be able to trace the evolution of strategic HRM, how the present strategic human resource management has been evolved from the old human resource management like that. So we will be able to understand it. So let us start. First, I'll start with the 1900 period. So you can see 1900 to 1920, we have the era of industrialization where the bonded labor was there, and here only hiring and firing is happening. So they used to, there's a bonded labor where people have to work under people, like they have to work under certain superiors. They will be given some certain task which has to be accomplished at the particular time itself. So they will hire if they are satisfied, or else they will be thrown out of the particular task. So here the end results will be only birth of certain products. So this is the era of industrialization. Next, we move on to the 1920 and 40s era, where we have a trade unionism era. Here, there is no bonded labor. That time we had blue collar jobs, where these are workers. Will be these people are workers who are working in certain factories or something like that. It is also kind of bonded, kind of labor only. So the status will be PM, and here they will be considered like compensation. There, the concept of compensation, salary, kind of things have come, and proper training also have been given to particular people. So there, the end results of this will be mass production. The huge productions will be there, which will be exported or imported, something like that, at the period of trade unionism era. Next, we moved on to 1940s and 60s era, where corporatization era, the companies have come into picture. There we find white collar jobs, where certain offices will be there, companies will be there, where people will be working as workers, like they will be working in different companies or offices. Office jobs have created and people used to work there. Their industrialization, human resource concept have come up. The activity is purely based on labor management issues. So that time it's like there is some issues in the factories or offices will be there, some labor management issues have come up. So we have to manage those the idea or the importance will be given to the labor management problems. End result will be mass marketing. So this is the era of corporatization in during 1940s and 60s. Later, we moved on to 60s and 80s, where rise of MNCs have come. MNC means multinational companies. So it's started. There we found the workforce as professional. Whatever the employees who are working in an office or organization or a company, they are called professionals. The workforce is called professionals. The concept of HRM came into picture, which means human resource management coming to picture. There, the activities will be considered as human values. Human values will be given preference. Their ideas will be given preference at that time. The end results will be customization. So each idea or knowledge development training will be given, their ideas will be considered, and they have freedom, certain type of freedom to accomplish their particular task. So this is the era of MNCs during 1960s and 80s. Later we moved on to 1980s and 2000, where IT revolution have come up. So in this information technology, it's known as information technology era, where knowledge worker have been given preferences. If you have knowledge, come and work for us. So each company or every company was looking for knowledge workers. So if you are specialized in certain sector, certain field, you will be hired and work given certain tasks. Here, the concept of HRD have come up, human resource development. The particular here, the preference will be given for the competency building. So you already have certain skill set. We will be giving, no, you will be given certain training, and your competency will be built up. So that there is a mass customization happening across the organization and like that. So now the present, like 2000 onwards, we have borderless world now. There is no limit or limitation for the work or the sector here. It's a borderless. Here, instead of knowledge worker, it's moved on to intellectual asset. It's like robotics and all. If you have, so we see, like, if you have brilliant ideas, every day is a new day. Every idea is considered as very minute, very important, like that. So intellectual asset, your ideas will be considered for your payment, like you are paid for your intellectual, like that. So here the concept of SHRM has come up, like, strategic human resource management. How here the concept of strategies have come up, how the human resource have been utilized with proper strategies, how their ideas will be given preferences. So it has come up. Now integration is being given the prime task. Now integration is a prime factor here. So which means all the departments will be integrated and given preferences. So instead of customization, it's become customerization. So we have to satisfy the customers. Since it is a borderless world, there will be clients across who are working in different countries. We have to satisfy them. They are the customers. In order to satisfy them, you build up your intellectuals, your knowledge. You will be given training for that, and we have to satisfy the customer now, because customer is a king in the market now. So in order to achieve the customization in the borderless world, now SHRM plays a very important role in every organization. So this is the important concept of paradigm shift of people, management. So it is like traditional to almost from bonded labor to intellectual asset or SHRM. So the same thing is being explained or depicted in this particular picture as well. The model of strategy change in the HRM and HRM. See here, in the normal HRM scenario, we come across socio-economic activities or technical factors, socio-economic factors, political factors, and legal factors in an organization, which is being, this is the outer layer. Whereas if we consider the inner layer or inner context, we have culture. Different people who are working in the organization will have different cultures, different structures. The hierarchy is completely different. The politics, the leadership is different. Like we have some organizations, we see democratic leadership styles. With some organizations, we see autocratic leadership styles. Like that, we have different leadership styles. So these are the inner and outer context of HRM. Those context going on, like as I explained in the previous slide, from 1960 to now, the concept of strategy has come up. Business strategy, HRM strategy, like that. So there, the concept of objectives, accomplishment, ideas will be given preferences. How to accomplish our, ideas, plans in an organization. How we can utilize the human resource in the organization has come up. So the since the strategy plays an important role, the human resource will be taken care of, adopted in a better manner. The tactics, strategies, ideas, given preferences. So this has been linked to HRM context. So earlier, only basic HRM concept was there, like in human resource, people used to work there, their ideas will not be given preferences. Managers used to delegate the authority, they used to do. Now, each and every employee is being given, considered as an asset, intellectual asset, and their ideas will be given preferences in an organization, and they will be, rewarded for that. And it is HR flows, work systems, reward systems, and employee relations. There will be cordial employee relations in an organization. Now, with traditional human resource management, it has come to strategic human resource management. Now, ideas have come up. Ideas have been given preferences. So this is another slide which explains the map of HRM territory. This is the same as discussed in the earlier this one. We have stakeholders. Earlier, as I told you, we had only certain set of guidelines or policies which will be accomplished where there is no concept of stakeholders like that. Now we have to satisfy the stakeholders. We have like customers, shareholders, management, everybody who demand for everything. So we have to satisfy them. So earlier HRM concepts and now strategic with that modified strategic HRM concepts satisfy the stakeholder interests with HRM policies and choices, HRM outcomes and long-term consequences, considering situational factors as well. So this slide explains the map of HRM territory. So this is the matching model of HRM, which is very important. Like there are various factors which earlier various factors used to follow. HRM used to follow various factors earlier, like political, cultural, organizational, economic resources. The ultimate or main motto is to accomplish the mission and strategy. Every organization will have vision and mission which will be accomplished with modified political, cultural, economic, organizational structures and human resource factors. So these are the important concepts or slides which explains the different evolution of SHRM from basic HRM to SHRM. So this is very important, as I already explained. From 1900s to now, there's a drastic change in human resource management. So with this, I conclude myself with the presentation of strategic human resource management evolution. Thank you so much.